be in it. Here we are in Cork, walking around the harbor thing, where a Portuguese vessel crashed years ago. Some boats. Construction. Passenger merchants are. Okay, so here's the post office where the revolution first began. People got shot. People got shot rebelling against the British. Yeah, they knew it was a fail, but they wanted to be martyrs.
Really sparked up the rest of the country to get out there.
And here's a pillar to represent the Celtic tiger. Here we are on O'Connell Street. The south side of Dublin. She was the best. Okay.
Maybe when we get a little closer.
Yeah. Is Trinity College. Middle of. This side for the Guinness warehouse. Okay, here's the main quad of Trinity. Actually don't know if it's the main quad, but I'll say it is.
I think it is.
Okay, we're in the middle of a game right now. Okay, here's Occupy Dublin. I don't know who's out right now, but we are. Random. So we are at the Christchurch Cathedral on this lovely morning. Now we're here at a different cathedral. It's St. Patrick's Cathedral. And St. Patrick was supposed to baptize people here, not in this exact building, but there's been a church here ever since he was here, since I think the 5th century. And here's St. Patrick's Park. Very green here. Apparently in Ireland there's supposed to be 42 shades of green. I learned yesterday that Dublin has the most Nobel Prize winners for literature than any other city in the world. So we'll see if we can find more of them around here. Here we go. Maybe no more here. Center of Dublin Castle. Hear the bells. Dad's favorite European thing. Sun's come out a little bit. First sunny day and a little Christmas tree set up. Justice.
Viceroy was to entertain here on behalf of the monarch. And there was a very, very lively social scene here at the castle. The main season for entertainment was February and March. And the grand finale was a great ball here on St. Patrick's Night on the 17th of March. And there are accounts from the 18th and 19th centuries that suggest that there would be traffic jams and carriages that would reach down to O'Connell Street. You know, people were clamoring to get in here. And if you had an invitation here to the castle to a social engagement, it was really a sign that you were part of France. Another harp representing Ireland. So we can tell that this is after 1800, because we had the Act of Union in 1800 that combined the three kingdoms of England, Scotland and Ireland. And in fact, this is known as the Act of Union chandelier. And if you look at it around the centre, you see three different emblems for the three countries, like the rose for England, the thistle for Scotland, and the shamrock for Ireland. This motif was widely used at the time after 1800. Even on these paintings here, you can see it in the frames, top and bottom. Also, see it here, and the coats of arms on the walls are all to do with the Knights of St. Patrick. And their emblem was this 8-pointed star. There is one here in the light box, and there's one on either end of the ceiling. But the reason that the room here is blue and gold is obviously it's our presidential colours, so traditionally they were supposed to be the colours but these are the presidential colours today, and this is where the President of Ireland is inaugurated. So it's considered to be the most important state room in the country. It's also where the kind of banquets are held for high-profile dignitaries, and I have to say the room looks lovely when it's set up for a banquet with big circular tables and all the state china and the water crystal comes out, so those look quite good. Also, the chair on display there was the chair that was used in the last presidential inauguration last November. You can see the arms are kind of outstretched and they're supposed to represent the all-encompassing arms of the presidency. However, it's a very uncomfortable chair because you sit on it. You can't actually rest your arms. There's also some quite important ceiling paintings here. There's this about 1790, painted by an Italian artist called Kinsale, and they show some scenes of history. The first one is, in fact, St. Patrick, who brought Christianity to Ireland in the 5th century. Then the centre panel, you can see it's like an allegorical scene, and it represents the coronation of King George III. And on his right, you have Britannia, which is England, and on the left in the green dress is Hibernia. Hibernia was the name that the Romans actually gave to Ireland, and it means the land of eternal winter. We often think maybe it's the reason that the Romans didn't bother to come and colonise Ireland. It's just too wet and windy. The final panel then, in the centre, we have King Henry II who arrived here in 1171, just after the Norman Conquest. And on one side you have the kind of Anglo-Norman Knights, and on the other side the logo on how you came on the stable. And this wall here is that you're walking on is the actual wall of this. You know, you can see the curve on it. It's the circular wall of the tower, and you can see how substantial these buildings were. I mean, it was a fortress, and it was meant to protect the realms. So, you know, it was quite substantial, and it actually took 30 years to complete the building of the castle. Normally on the upper level here there is an illustration of what the castle looked like originally and what the city looked like at the end of the 13th century. It was quite small actually, a walled city that would have only had maybe about 5,000 inhabitants. There is a kind of a version of it here on the side. The area is not big enough for everyone to kind of have a look around, but you can do it yourselves. This level here that was discovered was part of the old Viking defensive bank from the 10th century. And that's what the Viking settlement would have looked like there, you see in the illustration. You had this massive earthen bank that was stone-faced, obviously for strength, and then on top of that a palisade, timber palisade, and the dwellings were in behind that, and they were all timber structures, post and wattle as they were called. with straw roofs, and really that's why nothing survives today from that period. But there have been quite a few excavations carried out in Dublin over the years, particularly in the late 70s. And this is the moat, this is the River Coggle that was originally diverted to actually form a natural moat around the castle. But over the years, as land was reclaimed, the River Coggle was more or less sent underground, and this is one of the few places that you can actually see it. It continues to seep in here. It does have to be pumped out continuously because it's a tidal river, meets up with the Liffey. But a lot of people come in here thinking this is all stagnant water. It's not actually, it's quite clean. The outer wall then is obviously the outer wall of the Gunpowder Tower. And one of the defensive features that you will see there is the relatively smooth
Run around, Riley, I can't see you.